execute it again. Oh, let's create the Java project. So let's name it Animal Kingdom game. Okay, so that is the Animal Kingdom game, and let me quickly build that application. So what I have created, we have animal class, and I have created loin as a subclass of animal, and here I provide two properties to loin, that is age and color, and animal has two properties, weight and energy level. Okay, so it is something like that all the animals has the one few common properties, that is all animal has weight and all animal has some energy level. Okay, and based on that I have created one method, that is a do eat method, which is basically based on that how much quantity of food we are going to eat. And here, without any logic, without any fancy logic, I just simply wrote the code that weight is equals to whatever the food quantity we have eaten, and energy level, which will be equals to the food quantity which I have created, and here I should make plus. So it means the weight will be plus equals to whatever the food quantity we are going to eat, right? But basically that is not the good logic, and that's why I will going to extend this logic further in the animal class and a different logic in the dog class. Okay, but as of now this is what the parent behavior. Okay, this is exactly similar to what I have told you, that how our parents used to pay the bill earlier. They usually manually go to the office and pay over the window of that office, that okay, please take my bill. Okay, so that is what was the solution, what was the scenario at that time. So similar to that, animal has a very basic method of eating food, but that method will not be applicable in the loin class, but I will do that thing later on. Okay, and that class is very simple, getter, setters, nothing else, and two constructor, one is parameters and one is default constructors. Okay, and nothing special in this class. This is a very simple class. Now corresponding to that, what happened, that we have a line class, and in the line class what happened, that we have age and colors. So how many properties in overall we have still two properties of line, that is age and color, because these are the private properties and is not available in the line class. In order to get these weight and energy level, loin class still exists, still rely on get weight and set weight methods, right? These two methods they have to work on. I will be in a separate video, I will be discussing that why it should make it as a private and we should access it through the public method. Very interesting, very important thing to know. Now look at the line constructor. The line constructor has four properties, whole lot of this data, and super method is basically passing the values which belongs to the animal class. And now we comes to do hunt method. In the do hunt method, let's forget about this whole code. This is just fancy stuff, nothing else. But what is written there, that if so here first of all I'm getting, so in order to hunt, right, in order to hunt lion need an energy. So first of all I'll get the energy level of lion. If the energy level of lion is more than 50, then and lion is able to hunt. Otherwise we will ask that okay, either you have to feed the animal or buy some points, right, buy the food through our application. It's something like this way. Okay, and otherwise what happen, that if let's say if energy level of lion is greater than 50, 50 is that random number. So if that level is greater than 50, then what happened, that we are going to do some hunting, some stuff in order to pass some time of hunting operation. And this hunting actually makes that lion tired, so lion energy drained out, so we will also decrease the energy level of lion. And then after based on that I just randomly figure it out, okay, what would be the weight of the hunt animal, because here you can observe that do it method is taking the food quantity, so that food quantity will be the pass on to this method. Okay, so whatever the weight of the method, there's exactly that similar weight is going to pass to that method. Okay, so this is what the simple application, I hope that the whole structure of that application is clear to you. Now what the thing left is creating the main class. Okay, so that my user can access this thing. Okay, so very simple, I'm going to create it as of now. Okay, no fancy code I'm going to mention right here. Okay, so let's write down the main method. So I'm creating a main class now. So main app. So in the main app, what happened, I'm going to create lion as the object, right? My user has chosen lion equals to sorry, line equals to new line, and age, let's add the age, color, let's say orange, weight of line, let's say already 80 kg, week, and energy level, let's say 30 kg. Okay, let's check it out what happened. So now what we have to do, we have to call line dot do hunt. Okay, so line is going to interested in hunting, so let's execute what happened. Let's check it out. Okay, so when I'm going to execute this part of code, we are getting that, okay, feed the animal or buy some food, right? Because animal is not able to feed it. Let's say that my user already buyed it, or by XYZ way it has some value 90. Okay, that it still has some energy level. Okay, so let's execute, and let's do hunting a little more. Okay, so line dot, okay, wait a second, let's let me add one more code, whether hunting is successful or failed. Okay, so let me add that code also. So I have created this whole logic again, so you can observe right here that is hunting successful, right? So what I have to do, that if hunting is successful, it either gives me 0 or 1. So if 1, so that's why I've taken here 2. So if 1 means I am going to eat that animal, but if 0 is, my line is going to hunt again, right? It has to wait again. So let's execute it again. This whole code I'm going to run it, but sorry, this time I'm going to run it multiple times. So let's say for, and count equals, so there's I equals 0 and there's going to run it, and that's okay. So let's run this thing. So wait a second, it's something wrong has happened. Wait a second. Okay, so I have made little changes. I removed the recursive call of the same method because it is calling it again and again. Let's run it again for 20 times. So look at right here, what is happening right there is my after attempt 111 do attempt, this is this, and animal weight is 193. So after so many attempts we got successful. Okay, just a second, this is also not seems to me correct as per my observation. So I have to check one thing else, and let me write this out. Hunting attempt failed. Okay, so let's execute this one, and just a second, not, let's make it 20 again. It is so small actually. So there is no hunt animal complete 37, and it is basically reducing the weight, so 37 becomes 20. Guys, look at right there, what a silly mistake I have done. After so much attempt, I came to know that I didn't mention here parenthesis brackets, and that's why I was not getting the desired output, and a lot of time has already wasted just because of the small issues. Okay, no worries, let's execute it again. So it's something like this way. Okay, so now wait a second, let's make it small. So instead of 20 times, let's go for only 5 attempts. Okay, so it's something like this. So when I'm going to do it, it's how, let's attempt 1, let's do hunting, and hunt complete, animal weight is 28 kg weight. So animal weight, finally, by animal weight means the line weight is 108 and energy level is 118. It can easily go for hunting this, and then after what happened, that energy drained, right? Because attempt was failed and energy drained somehow, and later on attempts are not able to execute fully. Okay, so that was the issue. So it's something like this way. So I hope that you clear with this example. Let's go through with the example again. Okay, so what I have done so far is, let's check it out. So I started the application with the animal. Okay, but you can observe right here that we have animal, and animal is a super class, and then we have the energy level and whole lot of these things of animal, and here we have a very common behavior of animal, that is when all animal is going to eat food, that food quantity will be just added there. Okay, so it is not a good logic actually. Okay, that is a good for default one. In case of animal, when animal is lion and lion is trying to hunt someone, so what happened that in that case energy level we are going to extract, and if that energy level is greater than 50, then only lion is able to hunt, and that is the whole time period in order to hunt. And during that time period of hunting, and animal energy also drained out, so that's why I decreased the animal energy by 20, and randomly getting the two values. One is telling me that whether this hunting is successful or not, and second thing is telling me the weight of the hunt animal, okay, that animal which get killed. So if it is successful one, then I'm printing whole lot of this thing. So this weight is basically the lion weight, not the animal weight, and that is basically the lion energy, not the anything else. And otherwise what happened that I'm going to I actually have to mention whole lot of this case as well. So this is the case, control C, control V, I have to mention this point right here as well. Okay, or if better to just use it outside, so there is no such requirement of writing within if else, because that is a common statement. Okay, so I hope that this point is clear to everybody. So first thing is hunt is complete, and animal hunt weight is basically that much kg. Okay, that much kg. Okay, so this is kind of a thing. And second thing is we are going to hunt it. So now let's say suppose I going to execute my own hunting behavior, because this hunting behavior is not appropriate because it's just simply adding that energy level, okay, in the weight element. So what I have to do, I have to rewrite this application. So public void do eat, and similar to that what happened. So what I'm going to write, although what I'm going to do here, instead of this I am just relying this and implement the override method, do it method. I'm going to implement it again. So whatever the food quantity, so what happened that let's figure it out. So int weight of animal, so loin current weight, which is equals to super dot get weight, and similar to that line current energy, which is equals to get energy level. Okay, so first of all I extracted the current loin weight and energy weight, and what happened, whatever the food, what would be the new weight of loin after after having the successful hunt. So loin weight will be 20% of the current weight will increase. And what happened that if food quantity is greater than is less than 20, then only energy level will be increased to 5, and the rest based on this thing. So if food quantity is basically 20 to 50, then energy level 20, the similar energy level which drained out will retrieve it back, and then in that case we will get 40, and in that case we will get 50. And one more thing I'm going to change it here, if energy level should be greater than 50 and weight. Okay, so int loin weight should be equals to super dot get weight. So that weight should be greater than equals to at least 20 kg, and loin weight should be less than equals to 250 kg. It should not be too bulky, otherwise how it can run. So loin weight should be lies in between that level, let's assume, in order to do the weight. Okay, and I'm not doing more coding, okay, in this example. So what happened right here, let's run it now. So what happened, you can figure it out now. So now what happened, attempt 1, let's do hunting, and hunt complete, and it is able to hunt 150 kg of animal, and everything has done so elegantly. And what no, nothing has happened actually. Do eat overwrite. So this do eat super, okay, sorry, so I have mentioned here super dot do it, and this is the issue. So I should not use here do eat method, and I should use only eat method. So this method is going to execute. Okay, so let's execute it again. So now what happened, observe right here that 150 kg of 58 kg of animal it is going to hunt, and then gained both the things successfully. Hunting is failed, but it is able to hunt it, right? But what happened, that if hunting has happened, that this thing should be decreased, right? Loin weight and energy must be decreased. Energy must be decreased, but energy is not decreasing, it is still 20. But we are okay, so we are able to decrease the energy, but I was not setting it, so I have to set this level of energy, and whatever the current energy. Okay, so energy has decreased, although just a second, this is animal weight, animal energy. So this set energy level, and that energy level should be so I have set that energy level. Let's attempt it again. So this is how you can find out the problems in your code. So now you can observe that we are able to execute it. We are trying to hunt the animal. First attempt is failed, energy is 70. Now it's able to perform the second attempt, but energy failed and it is not reached to 50, and then because of that level our animal is not able to hunt any more animal. So let's run it again, and when I'm going to hunt it again, you can figure it out that it's basically do hunting, attempt failed 70, then able to second attempts again failed 50, and on the third attempt we able to hunt it, right? So if first attempt this is do hunting, and okay, it is okay, output is there. So the second attempt output is right there, is 50. Okay, and when it is becomes like it will be increased somehow, because this is what would be the problem in case of threading whenever it is been using, and this is what that thread is. Let's, for the elegant output, let's wait for a second again. Let's write it again, right? So first attempt, second attempt failed, third attempt just becomes 50. So failed, okay, failed again. So 50 by food failed. So you can observe right here, right? This is attempt 3, so attempt output is coming there, so that is not elegant actually. 50, just a second. So look at right here, first attempt it's able to hunt 19 kg of animal. Now animal weight has increased to 75. Then second attempt able to, it's actually failed, and third attempt is so because it is failed, it is now become say 55. Now in the third attempt what happened, third attempt able to hunt another animal, so it has been increased to some level. Then fourth attempt again able to kill the animal, so energy level again increased, and then so on. Okay, so our animal is able to increase and able to hunt it properly. So it's something like this way, it's absolutely running well. So now what would be the second application on that? The second application on that would be, I'm going to extend the same class with the with line with dog, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to create now the dog.